Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're going to be looking at a game which came out about a month ago called Full Metal Sergeant. This is going to be my first look at this game, although we did play the demo of this game during Steam's Next Fest. So we've played at least a stripped down version of the game, but this is the release version that came out back at the beginning of April. It's made by Carlos C., who made the last Plane, which was kind of an airbase management game. Kind of interesting, simple games that kind of have a little bit of a mobile feel to them. At least the last Plane did. But Full Metal Sergeant seems like it's a little bit different in that regard. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump in. Basically, the premise of this game is that you are leading a boot camp responsible for basically training recruits. For over 12 weeks, you condition their bodies, strengthen their minds for the rigors of war. The camp is likewise yours to develop. So it's kind of like I don't know if I'd call it a tycoon game, but kind of similar, where you have this base to level up and expand, and that influences your ability to graduate recruits. And you can win competitions against other military bases or camps or whatnot. And you earn prestige, I guess, over the course of your time existing as a camp. So you can see here, starting off the game, we can drag a recruit into a zone. We currently have 3 recruits and 1 drill instructor by the looks of it. This is our I guess this is our base camp or our boot camp. You've got a couple of different options here. So you've got 4 different sections you can put training bases on. So for example, I don't even know if it doesn't tell me what this is. So right now, each of these are PT bases, I guess, and we can set one to be for push-ups, for jumping jacks, for sit-ups, for cleaning your rifle, or for rifle drill. Yeah, so those are different things you can do. Agility, we'll do agility for this one, and this one was already jumping jacks, wasn't it? So we'll do push-ups for this one. So one is strength, one is agility. If you take a look at your recruits, you have different traits here. So we've got 3 recruits right now that we start off with. You can train more than 3, but this is sort of the very beginning of the game. So we've got 3 recruits who've got Sloth, Fartass, and Lunchbox. They're all privates. They are all 0 level. They haven't done anything yet. They have no stress, full stamina. You can see they have varying degrees of strength, of melee, shooting, intelligence, and discipline. So those all affect the quality of the soldier here. I believe, if memory serves me right, strength, melee, and agility are going to be the key ones. Maybe intelligence early on, although other traits will pop up later. Additionally, different troops can have different sort of traits. So Sloth is lazy. So when stress is more than 10, this recruit has a 30% probability to fail in strength, agility, and melee and shooting drills. Discipline training will eventually remove this trait, plus 10 prestige when removed. If not removed, there is a possibility to flee during missions. So there's actually a combat element to this too once they graduate. So 2 of these guys are fat, and 2 of them are, one of them is lazy. So that's the situation right now. It is week 1 of 12. You can see here nothing happens this week. The mailman comes in week 2. Week 3 is our first competition. Week 4 is the inspection. Week 5, the mailman comes again. Week 6, another competition. 7, mailman. 8, inspection. 9, competition. 10, mailman. Week 11 is kind of a bye week, and week 12 is your final inspection. You can win different awards, I guess, over the course of your training, and those are things to consider. This is our base right now. It's not upgraded or anything like that, but we can eventually upgrade it. So right now you can see we could add a guardhouse. We could add a cleaning, cannon cleaning, which are different types of activities. So you can assign a recruit, for example, to the guardhouse, which will recover their stamina and stress. So they're sort of, it helps them gain stamina and stress back. You can also have cannon cleaning, where you can send them there. It increases their discipline, stamina, and stress. You can unlock running track, shooting range, no man's land, swimming pools, advanced rifle ranges, and other things down this list here. Even a urban combat training base as well. So you've got a whole bunch of different, wow, there's actually a lot. Rope slides, obstacle courses, towers. There's a lot of different things you can upgrade. You have to have prestige to upgrade. Right now we have none. We have 6 training points per day. You get 2 per recruit, and it is week 1. And by day, it means by week. Anything else to look at right now? I think that's it. So let's go ahead and I guess just get these guys working. So we've got 6 points. This guy's already at a 15 strength. His agility is at a 6. This guy's at 12, 8, 13. So I guess Sloth needs to work on his strength. So we'll assign him to that. This guy needs to work. The other guys need to work on their agility. And so we go ahead and do that. We assign them each to those different objectives here early on. And you can see here we've used up 1 training point per. These guys, it looks like some of them have, well, they've gained some traits. They've gained some strength. This guy still needs more, so we're going to go ahead and do that. He needs more agility, so we're just going to kind of focus in on their weakest traits for the first week and kind of go from there. Now, each time you do assign them there, they do gain stress. So you can see this guy's stress is up to 7. The stamina is down to 96 for each one of them. And then we can go ahead and assign an MOD. Military Occupational Designation. You earn prestige by designating a MOD. Once it is assigned, it cannot be changed. You may wait to assign an MOD as well. So they can be either an infantryman, plus 1 hit point per level, or a rifleman, plus 1 damage per level, but reduced or increased reload time. He needs to have better agility and strength to be a rifleman, 15 and 15. He's at a 10 and a 12, so we can't really do anything with him. I think you can also unlock different specialties as you upgrade your base, but I don't think any of these guys are going to be able to be upgraded yet. No. So they're all just going to be basic infantrymen for now. So move to week number 2. We get our 6 training recruit points back. It is raining, which makes -2 stamina in no man's land, obstacle course, or punitive areas. We don't have any of those. You can see the postman is coming. I don't know what he's going to do. We have no prestige to do anything to our base at the moment. Is the postman going to like do anything, or do you need the guardhouse? Oh, Fardas has been shipped a package. It sloshes when it moves. Beer or soda, take your pick. We can hold it until graduation or let it through. Certainly wouldn't allow beer through, I don't think, during boot camp. Let's hold it until graduation. I'm assuming you'd get a morale bonus if he got it right away, but I don't want him to get drunk and something happen, or soda, and you know he's Fardas, right? So he's already fat, which would mean that like it could hurt his overall, I guess, quality. And you don't, by the way, you don't have to do like each recruit in one thing. We could do 1 recruit 6 times, although that would jack his stress up quite a bit, but we could do that. So like we're working on trying to get their agility up here. And so we've done, each one of these guys has done 2. Sloth has only done 1. We could choose to go and have Sloth do, you know, rest and have the other guy go, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to go ahead and keep doing each one 2 per turn until we get them up to slightly better rates, if you will. So it's a little bit of a slow start to the game. You can see not a ton happening. We're not going to assign anyone's MOD this turn either. We didn't get anybody's traits up high enough. Week 3 means we have a competition available, so we can take a look at that. Meanwhile, Fardas has removed his, was it his laziness one? So he's no longer lazy, or is he? It's Fardas is no longer fat, so he's getting fit. Meanwhile, you can see here we've got a competition which we can join, but we don't probably want to join it quite yet. I don't think. I don't know if it matters if I. Oh, so Sniper Club, Swimming Challenge, and Boxing Challenge. I haven't done these before. The only one that the demo had was like a track. So melee and strength, agility and strength, and shooting and intelligence. So melee or strength and agility are the only things I've really been training folks on. So it feels like the swimming challenge would be more up our alley. If I train them now, though, they're going to lose stamina, which can influence their ability to play. So is it like better to Is it better to lose stamina and be stronger, or is it better to have more stamina but be weaker? I don't know the answer to that. He failed his training because he's lazy? Well, that's bull. He failed again? At least he was my best soldier before. All right, let's go ahead and do the event now. We're going to do the swimming challenge. Agility and strength are the only things that matter here. We're going to be competing against the CG Naval School, the Cape Nordic Air Force School, I believe, Fort Lothgate, which I believe is like an Army school, and then the J. Peterson School. So D. Nelson, 1314 agility strength, 1315 for Z. Price, 1413 for H. Ward, and G. Rogers of Navy is 1414. I think they're all better than all my guys, and all my guys are kind of somewhat tired. So we do one recruit. I think there's 3 different races, and we can do 1 recruit per. So let's do the most balanced guy first. We'll do Lunchbox first. And it's kind of like a point system where over the course of the race, I believe each school earns points based on where you finish the race. And then over the course of all 3 races, you end up aggregating out to see who gets what. We're obviously not going to win. I can't tell if we're quite in last or second last. Second last. So we get no points for finishing second last. First place gets 4 points. Second place gets 2 points. Third place gets 1 point. Fourth and fifth get no points. So the standings after the first race, we're in 4th. Go ahead and do that. You can skip a race as well if you want to rest your men, but then obviously you don't get any points. So go ahead and do the second race. And we can actually race Lunchbox again if we wanted to. It also looks like he may have gained some strength and agility for participating. So let's do Fart Ass for this race. Maybe we'll do better. I think the other guys are different. But it looks like we're doing a little bit better so far in this race. This is a very even race at the moment. They look like almost like dogs swimming in the water. Fart Ass won. Nice. So he got first place. Didn't even really look like he was going to do that. But that immediately we get the 4 points, so that bolts us in the standings up to second out of 4 or 5 schools. So we should take home some prestige, I think, if we don't finish, I think, in last. So Sloth is the only one who hasn't raced yet. The other 2 guys are very tired from participating, so we're going to go ahead and put Sloth in here, and hopefully he doesn't finish last. But yeah, these are different guys again, so we'll see. Sloth's stats are not great. You can see 14, 13, 14 strength, 13 agility. He's going up against Morris of 13, 14, Jackson of 14, 13, and Cox of 14, 12. But he's a little bit fatigued from some of the drills he's been involved in. He's definitely not going to win. It looks like lane 4 is going to win, but he does finish in second. So that actually ties us for first place with Cape Nordic and Fort Lothgate, which is pretty cool. I think we're in first according to those standings. Nice. So we get 50 prestige. And that should help us upgrade our base here. So now that we have the 50 prestige, we can go up here to not the barracks, goodness. We can go up to the office and see what do we want to spend that prestige on. And so we can actually spend that on upgrading the base. 60 prestige is enough to buy a guardhouse and also a cannon cleaning drill, I guess. So we're going to go ahead and buy both. I don't know what an upgrade would do here. I guess it would just make it a better guardhouse. So you can see here, this improves stamina and stress, or lowers stress for anyone assigned to it for a week. This increases discipline and stamina and stress for anyone assigned to this for a week. We still have 30 prestige left, so we can actually spend it on a track if we want to have a track here. So we can unlock cadences to be used during running. So we'll go ahead and do that. And that leaves us still with 10 more prestige, which is not enough for a shooting range, no man's land, or swimming pool. But you can see here we've purchased that tech. We've got the track here. We don't have any points left to assign anyone to run, but we do have. Or can we do this now? 5 a.m. out of bed. Oh, we don't have any training points left. All right, so I think that's the only thing I can do now here. I've got the cannon, but I can't use that till next week. And then we've got the guardhouse down here. So let's go ahead and end the turn. We could assign some specialties here, so +1 HP per level. No, so lunchbox still isn't good enough. Fardas still isn't good enough. None of them are. They're getting close, but none of them are quite good enough. So we'll move to next week. 8 weeks until the mission. 6 more training points. And so what we've got here is it looks like that competition really did these soldiers' stamina in quite a bit, and also increased their stress. So everybody's stamina is down to like 41, which means rather than continuing to pound them into the ground, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them some rest. Actually, what's this down here? Senior drill instructor. Let's take a look at the camp rep inspection. 0 recruits with the stamina above 80. 3 recruits with the stamina of greater than 20 or less than 80. No, that's above 80. 3 recruits with stress less than 20. So we get 15 prestige for having our troops not being stressed out. That doesn't feel very boot campy, but 15 prestige for not having our troops too stressed out. No prestige from a fatigue perspective because they're all exhausted pretty much. That 25 prestige is not enough to upgrade anything else here. So we'll leave that as is. Meanwhile, these guys, he needs more stamina. So we're going to go ahead and assign this guy to the guardhouse, reduces his stress, increases his stamina. We'll assign this guy to the cannon cleaning, likewise does that for him. And then that will leave Lunchbox here with the remaining 2 action points, who has quite a bit of stress and stamina. But we're going to go ahead and assign him to do some push-ups. We'll see if he can get through that and maybe increase his stats. And then next turn we can go ahead and we can rest him with the other guys coming back into the fold. He failed because of his stamina level being higher. We'll try it again. Grow those chicken wings! Get those! Okay, so he did succeed on his second attempt. We'll go ahead and assign the mission. Okay. 7 more weeks to the mission. I believe this is a postman turn, right? Yep, we've got the mailman coming. We have 25 prestige. I can't really do anything with these soldiers in the barracks. It's foggy. I don't know. What does that do? Reduces shooting area? Well, it's okay. We're not shooting. What are these? There's 2 people coming up to the guardhouse this time. Lunchbox has been sent a cake in a jar, which resembles a cupcake squeezed into a bottle. Hold it until graduation. I'm assuming that would reduce his stress, but it probably would make him less fit. Camp chef. Sarge, I got heavy crate. I just can't move. Must be my kitchen lard. Would you lend me a recruit real quick? I don't have any recruit who's over 25 strength, so I can't actually do that. Get back in the kitchen. Okay. So this would increase stamina and melee by 3. Or strength and melee. Or agility and melee. That's actually a better option than most of my exercises. So we're going to have Lunchbox go to the guardhouse. And we'll have the other 2 guys run. Agility and discipline. Yeah. We'll do that for both. Oh, so we can't do it because we already assigned him some. So you've got to have the whole unit involved, huh? It's good to know, I guess. All right, we're going to set this area up as a PT area so we have more options for training. And I guess we'll just have the other guys do their standard PT till next week. I wonder if I don't use all my points if I get some stamina back. I'll have to take a look at that. Okay, so go ahead and move through. Well, actually, we could assign some specialties now, I think. Yep, so we can make Fardass a rifleman, which increases the prestige of the base to not just be a basic infantryman. We could just assign him to be a basic infantryman also. That was an option we haven't been choosing. We'll make both of those guys riflemen, as it'll increase my prestige by 30, which should allow me to do some new upgrade stuff. All right. So everybody's stamina well, Fardass's stamina's bad. We'll send him to the guardhouse. I don't know if he can participate in the race now, but he would have been a pretty bad option in the race. Meanwhile, with the new prestige, I'm up to 55, which means I could do a swimming pool. I could do a no man's land, crawl in the mud, or a shooting range. Let's do a shooting range. We'll go ahead and set this up as a shooting range next turn. Change this one. We've done intelligence, shooting, melee. Let's do melee sit-ups. Okay. So, agility. Agility. Okay. Send him to do sit-ups. That improves his melee, because I guess that's a thing. Up, down, up, down. Okay. Oh, he failed. Damn. He succeeded, though. All right, so let's do the competition. We will do... So there's different options this time. We can do swimming again. We can do the sprint classic or the sniper cup. We still haven't done any shooting training, so I'm going to shy away from the sniper cup. Strength and agility is important for both the sprint classic and the swimmer challenge. Let's go ahead and do the sprint classic this time. We'll do something different. Okay, so we can use the guy who was doing the work at the gate. Looks like our stats, the opposing team's stats don't seem to have changed much from last time. I don't know if that's something that will gradually progress up, but we're going to go ahead and put Sloth in here. He should have a better statistical chance of winning than any of these other guys. He's at a 16, which is better than anybody else's other stats, and his fatigue isn't too high either. So I would like to think he should win. It seems like he will. Yep, he finished in first, so that puts us in first. And then we're going to go ahead and do Lunchbox in the next match. He's at a 15-15. He's better than everybody else on aggregate also. So if we win first place in both these first two races, we might be able to rest in the third race without assigning anybody and still have a pretty much assured chance of winning. Actually, if we do win, we for sure will win, because we'll have 8 points and the next closest could be 4. Although we didn't win. Lunchbox disappointed me there. Fuck. We got no points, which now has us in second place. And all of my options are tired. We'll have Lunchbox race again for us. See what happens. That was a very disappointing race. Oh no. He gave up before he even got to the finish line. He stopped out of breath. Did not even finish. So we finish in third. We should still get some prestige for that. I don't know if there's a penalty for not finishing. But his stamina is terrible. Meanwhile, we did get a little bit more prestige with 35, which is not enough to do anything here. We could upgrade the shooting range to knee shooting, which I don't know exactly what that does. Sniper qualification. We'll do that. Also, can we do... Let's upgrade the guardhouse so we can get more stamina back. Okay. Lunchbox can be a rifleman too. That gives me more prestige, so we'll do that. 5 weeks till the mission or till training is completed. Shooting range is done. Postman's coming. Lunchbox need to rest, so we'll send him to the guardhouse. I wish I could have multiple people in the guardhouse because Sloth needs it too. What's the... Lunchbox has been sent a package that is clearly a rubber duck. Perfect for bathing. Let it through. -10 stress, -10 prestige. I don't know why it hurts my prestige, but nice little quack quack duck. Points available. What does that mean? All right, so let's do this. Your stamina is... Go to the shooting range and get better. Kapoo, kapoo, kapoo! A rifle is a part of you. Okay. Wow, the intelligence goes way up real fast with that upgraded shooting facility. So you can make these soldiers pretty damn good if you've got good enough facilities. The fact that we upgraded the rifle range gives them like 2 or 3 statistical increases per training. So you can see here they're better at shooting and intelligence than anything else already after just one training session there. 4 weeks until the mission. We'll have another competition next turn. Let's go ahead and send Sloth to the guardhouse. Oh, shoot. There's an inspector coming. What's he want? Okay. Here comes the inspector. 1 recruit with greater than 80 stamina and 3 with less than 20 stress. So that's 20 more prestige. I'm at 25. This will make more stamina come back and it'll increase discipline faster. Doesn't change stress. I'd almost rather just keep upgrading the guardhouse. The problem is I can only use 1 guardhouse per turn. I can't upgrade the I can't get the no man's land or swimming pool. I can't upgrade the shooting range and then that there for knee shooting. We can't do grenade throwing either. So let's, I guess, do the cannon cleaning. A little bit more stamina back. Actually, that's going to be good enough. That'll get him to 81. I think that's good. So let's put him there. His stress isn't too high, right? I hope. What's this? Oh, a stray dog comes sniffing around looking for a handout. Yeah, adopted as a mascot. He doesn't want to be collared and he ran away. Oh, that's sad. All right, so what do you want to be, a sniper? Would you like to be a sniper? Let's do melee. Trying to get my soldiers to be a little bit more well-rounded than they currently are. So this is a pretty quick game, although you do get to go through training more than once. So it's not like once these guys graduate, it's not like the game is over. There's a combat phase after that, and then I believe you get a new set of recruits. So there's more than just like rushing one group through. I don't know if the opposing schools get more challenging or not as you move through, but I guess we'll find out. I need better exercise facilities though. Like only being able to gain 1 agility or strength per turn is really not great for me right now. All right, so we have a competition. Everybody's reasonably rested. What if we do running? How much does that? That hurts stamina by 10, but it increases their traits pretty considerably. So let's do 5 a.m. I'm out of bed. Out of bed. You can see the men running across the top of the the map. We'll lose a little bit of stamina, but everybody should be above 70, which should be good enough for one race each. So I guess that's one example where you can get multiples. You get 3 and 3 as opposed for a total of 2 per soldier of action points. So that does help. Let's go to the competition and see what we've got in store for us. We've got a shooting competition. We've got a boxing challenge. Let's do a boxing challenge. Melee and strength. The only people who get rewarded are the winners. Let's take this back. What's the melee is 14. That's not great, but the strength is 20. That's very good. Melee 18, 19, 19, 17. I think I've got a chance. Let's do the boxing match. I got a chance to win this all. Okay, so we're going to go up against 14 and 15 for Army with Nelson. So let's go with Lunchbox. He seems pretty balanced and should beat the other guy. Ding! Do! Knocked him out! It'd be cool if you could actually fight the boxing match. 8, 9, 10. Adriana! Okay, Rocky. All right, so we won one match. And that didn't even take up too much stamina either, which is actually pretty cool. The boxing, a little bit more forgiving. Let's go ahead and do Fard Ass for the next match. He's going against Lewis, who's, again, nowhere near as strong. So it seems maybe a little too easy to, like, just dominate these other military academies. I hope it gets a little more challenging later on. It looks like Lewis is down for the count, too. No Adriana chant. All right, so Sloth 14, 15. I'm curious how the lower melee but the better strength will do against. I mean, he's still got a better melee than Army's Powell guy. Given that we're the only side that's won, I would assume it's pretty much a lock for us to win the event. We totally knocked Powell out completely. Like, do we have to fight all 5 schools? Or no, it's 3 and 3. Never mind. So we get 3. Nobody else had any points, I guess. So we get 40 prestige. Nice. It was just us versus Fort Lothgate, apparently. All right, so now we have 40 prestige, or actually 50 prestige. So we can use that. We could upgrade the guardhouse again. Or the cannon cleaning. Alternatively, we could add a grenade range. Or a shooting range. Grenade range increases intelligence, lowers stamina, and increases stress. Shooting is more stamina intensive, but gives you intelligence as well. Also works you towards sniper. Let's do that. All right, I'm just going big on the shooting, you know. All right, let's rest. Training points are over. No. Oh, we got to go next week. So we can do knee shooting or shooting. Well, why did I even do that? Oh, no, never mind. Kind of confused on what I did here. So if I go back to this, we should have done grenade because I don't know. That seems like that was kind of a waste. What's this? The mailman. You may not remember me, but I wanted to thank you for the hours you put. Yay, my prestige goes up. Okay. You're bad at shooting. Work on it. Agility. Everybody on the firing line. Let's hope we have a shooting competition next. Okay, I ain't no soup in a clown. What? Oh, I shouldn't have even probably done shooting given the penalty for the weather. 1 week until the mission. The inspector will be coming soon too, won't he? We'll take a look here. This is our off week. Inspections next week. We'll go ahead and send Lunchbox to the guardhouse to get some stamina back. Agility for you. Melee for you. I wonder if once you do an event, can you then send them to the... No. Up, down, ain't no soup anymore. Okay. All right, that's the end of the week. Moving forward. What's the final week have in store for us? This is the last week before the mission. It is the graduation week, I believe, the inspection, the final inspection. Lunchbox is completely rested up. Fardass will go to the guardhouse. He needs to shoot. Hello, Sergeant. This is routine camp inspection. Okay. 15 more prestige. Don't think I can do anything with that, can I? No. We could upgrade our shooting range. Shooting 2. So that mean I have to change this to shooting? Yeah. That's a waste. I guess I should have just gone down the grenade route. There's no reason to double invest in those side quest things, kind of. Get good. They're going to be good shooters. That's the best thing they are. Intelligence and shooting. I didn't do any discipline for him, though. All right, graduation time, boys. Congrats, recruits. You have been promoted from maggots to wannabe men. Do not embarrass me during deployment. Okay. They appear to be Marines based on their outfits there. The recruits you assigned to their mods have embarked on their first mission. Let's see how it goes. All right, so we're going to drag all these riflemen over, I think. Their HPs are low, but 3 riflemen. They look like prison jump shoots. Are we in Vietnam? Okay, so we've got to get down here, I assume. Find the documents. So this is like a totally different game. Move the platoon using the W, A, S, and D keys. We have 16 supplies, which I'm assuming means like that's how many times we can move. Yeah, each move consumes 1 supply. Reveal with scout level 1. I don't have a scout. All right, there's an enemy infantryman here. I can put my men behind different cover, so 50% evading plus 6 shooting. All my guys are... This guy's really good. All right, so these guys are good there behind cover. Riflemen, I'm going to stick you back here just to get you out of the way because you've got no cover. Do I just like watch and see what happens? They're all... These all have 2 hit points. No indication of anyone hurting the bad guys yet. Okay, so he died, I guess. Plus 4 per supplies. So you gain supplies when you defeat the enemy. And some of our men... What's this? We found a small supply crate. Cool. All right. Do we need to fight them again? I'd say not. Let's avoid that. Oh, God. Let's not fight these guys. Let's get right into the base. What's this? This is Alpha. Spotted a small village of allies. They are well organized and great warriors. They offer to share supplies. They offer to train your men in close combat. Yeah, give me supplies. I'm just scouting around the objective. Lunchbox consumed an additional supply because he's fat. Oh. All right, we're almost out of supplies, so let's go to the objective. How far forward you deploy your troops influences like how much damage they do to the enemy, and if you put them behind cover here, it reduces the amount of damage they get. So like if I move him here, it's an increased chance of being hit, but makes him better at shooting. If I move him back, it's 6, so 9 here, 6 here. He does more damage in the front line, but again, more likely to be hit. If I move him back here, he's not behind cover, so he's got +5 to be hit versus 10 or 15. Less shooting the further back, and I guess if you move him to the back line, there's no ability to hit, I guess, or likelihood to hit. Anyway, we put all our men behind cover. One of their guys is in the open. The other guy with 1 hit point is behind cover. So we immediately get the guy in the open, and we quickly get the other guy. So we took the base, I guess. We get +5 supplies and +20 prestige. We got to get back to the evac point. We've got 7 moves to do that. All right, so send your men to the next sector of the map, +5 supplies, or leave the mission. If you leave the mission, you will not be completed, but you will keep your prestige, and you will have 12 weeks to train a new class of recruits. Let's go to the next sector. +5 supplies. This one seemed pretty easy. So I guess you got to get all the way down that line. Presumably supplies become a bigger challenge. What's all of this around us? A small village of farmers. The villagers need water. You could build a well. Sure. Hearts and minds and all that jazz. +15 prestige. Stop eating all of our food, lunchbox. Small crate of supplies. Small crate of supplies. We're up to 10 days of supplies. We spotted an enemy prison camp. There's some civilians in jail. Sneak through the camp. Full attack. Full attack, boys. Oh, crap. They've got barbed wire sandbags, and we got no cover. Well, that ain't good. I guess in that case, I'd rather take the damage and just get everybody on the front line. Maximize our firepower, and maybe we can take care of these guys. Well, one of our guys is dead right away. 2 of our guys are dead. Fartass is dead. And so is Sloth. But we liberated the base. Good job, Lunchbox. You're all that's left. Oh, no. Gonna have to try and avoid combat. Oh, God. No choice but to fight. We're going to run out of supplies. Oh, wait. We've located a tunnel entrance. Seal it or explore it? Explore it. The cave is empty. I got to fight. I got to get more supply. I've got good cover. I think I've got a good chance here. God damn it. All the men were lost. We killed 5 enemy, found 3 crates, 3 men lost, get 0 prestige because our unit gets wiped out. I've got a new class of recruits to train now. I've got better facilities to do it. And it's 12 weeks again. Same sort of setup there. So that's a thing. Equipment to buy before the end of week 12. No man's land. All right, so they require me to buy equipment. Good morning, Sergeant. Lunchbox was my husband. He died recently on a mission. I've come to pick up his belongings. Oof. Sorry. All right. Why does this guy have gray hair? Can you change this guy's names? It would be cool if you could. All right. He starts off with strength, melee, and agility. Let's just do shooting. What does a loner trait do? May remove the trait if he goes. What does it mean if you're a loner? We've got 2 loners in here. Okay. He just has a better chance of failing, I guess. The other guy's nervous. Holy crap, he's got a 29 agility. Dude should be a freaking running back or something. Not strength or melee, though, so let's work on that. I need to win some competitions so I can get better stuff. All right, we're not going to assign a mod quite yet. 10 weeks till mission. Is this the... No, this is the postman. So we've got the postman now, then the competition. Honestly, we should probably just run with them all. We need strength most definitely. Strength, melee, and agility. Hey, okay. All right, let's just do running. Agility and discipline. Strength and melee. Strength and melee is what I want, I think, right now. So they can all run back and forth. That's a quick turn, and then next turn we'll have some competitions, which hopefully we can win. And get better prestige, and then buy no man's land per high command's request. I'm assuming if we don't do it, we lose. Like, I'm going to guess high command, they require you to do certain things, and if you don't meet it during your training course, then you get fired or something. Yeah, you can be a rifle. Level's too low. Oh, he's not level 1 yet. All right. So if we'd made them infantry, they would have had 1 more hit level per level. So we could have had those guys perhaps be more survivable if we had done that. So let's do that for him at least. Okay. So he's immediately into his gear because he's an infantryman now. And in competition with agility, and that one guy on our team is going to just absolutely trash the opponents. Okay. He failed. He got it. All right. No, let's go ahead and do the competition. Join. All right, so we have Sprint Classic gives us 100 prestige. I'm going to guess the opponents are better than they used to be. It also costs us 20 prestige to participate. Or all of these events now cost prestige to participate. Jeez. Is anybody any good at shooting, though? So he's a 15 and 16, 13 and 14, 6 and 9. I think our better options are strength and agility, if that's an option. Strength, agility, agility, strength. So I'm assuming the first one is more important, so let's do swimming. We'll spend 20 prestige so we can participate. Holy shit, we are going to get crushed. These guys are in the 30s now. What am I supposed to do? The best guy on our end is 29. I mean, I might as well just sit out these next two races because all I'm going to do is, oh my God, I can't even, they're just destroying me. I mean, there's no point. These guys are all way better than anything I have. I'm still like on level 1 and they're all on, well, much higher levels than me. So I just lost 20 prestige to finish last and get nothing. And High Command wants me to get at least something that costs 40 prestige. So I'm going to need to find a way to get these guys much better, much quicker. Because we need 40 prestige and we have not that right now. We can make him a rifleman, which gives me 15 back. So I'll net out +1 or +5 by giving those guys those specialties. So we're up to 40 prestige. So we can meet the High Command demands, put a no man's land in here. And then let's replace one of these sections with no man's land. Okay. I feel like shooting is the one thing our facility might be good enough to get these guys up to a level where they can compete. What's going on here? Senior Instructor. All right, we get 25 prestige based on the results there. Local Farmer. Glass everywhere. Pay compensation or the recruits or police their own? What happens if I pay compensation? I can just pay him compensation for free, I guess. Okay. All right, we're going to get these guys up to being crack shots. Because that seems to be the one thing, if we get a shooting competition, I can get these guys up much more quickly. You can see they're already into the 20s. So this should be competitive by the time we've got the next match. Okay, so we've got the crawl in the mud. It increases their strength and melee, which we got rid of the sit-up thing, but that was melee also. But this also gives strength. Or whatever. 35 prestige. Do we want to upgrade No Man's Land? Reduces stamina, increases stress. Crawl in the mud 1. All right, so this makes it basically as good as the shooting range now. Bullseye is a postcard of a scenic beach location written on the back of the words, enjoy the beach. Sure. -5 stress. Nobody's strong enough to help you, Cook. Stop asking. So what is this again? Strength and melee. Crawl through the mud. Crawl through the mud. We're doing the mud one because this turn with the fog, they're going to be not as good at shooting. I may just sit out the next competition, honestly. Ugh, you got that like crawling through mud sound effect too. What's this? New cadence and a logistics mod. Interesting. They might be strong enough to help the cook next time, but too bad it'll be the... next batch of recruits. Why is it foggy every day here? Hey, we got a doggy. Make us a mascot. Maybe I need to like trick him by making him happy by liking me or something. Like, I wonder if we feed him each time we have a new class of recruits, eventually he'll be like, yeah, I want to be with you. We're in the mid-20s, which I don't think was anywhere good enough for any of those competitions. We'll see. So we don't have the 20 prestige to participate in either of these. I'm guessing 10 prestige means maybe they're not quite as good, so I guess let's do the rifleman competition. All right, so we're going up against folks who are definitely not anywhere near as good as us. Everybody's in like the basically what we saw last time. So the cheaper prestige does indicate the opponents are worse. So let's go ahead and put our folks in the shooting competition, and I'm assuming we'll win. And it should be a low stamina effort also. Has he not hit anything yet? So Squirrely did not do the best. He got second place. He hit 1 target. Turner hit 2 of J. Peterson School. So the stats aren't everything, I guess. Oh, wow. That really did take a lot of his stamina. That's weird. Maybe he didn't do as well because his stamina's low. Why would shooting take up so much stamina? All right, you can tell if you get a hit by if it shows up over here. Pizza face. All right, so he did get all 3 targets this time, so that gives us 3 points. I guess you get a point per target hit, so we're tied for first with the J. Peterson School. So we'll put Bullseye in here. He's going up against H. Price, which I think is their best shooter statistically based on what I've seen here. Well, it doesn't look like he hit on his first try. Bullseye's hit twice. Fitting name for someone dominating the shooting competition. There you go. We get first place. And 50 prestige. So we get a net of 40 because we had to spend 10 to participate. And we'll move to the next week. So 5 weeks until the competition. Or not competition, but graduation. 55 prestige. We go to a swimming pool. Upgrade the guardhouse or cannon further. Let's do the sniper mod. What's this? Unlock the insults mode in the barracks menu. Insults will increase a recruit's stat gains, but also inflict more stress. You can increase the number of recruits you have at the camp. Or automated training programs. Huh. Interesting. But anyway, guys, well, actually, what do we got down here? Let it through. Reduce stress from his family. A young journalist from behind the enemy lines has arrived and asked for an interview. Sure. Goes very well for both of you. But I miss out on prestige by denying it. I don't... Okay. Our son Bullseye's in your care, but we miss him. Can we see him just for a few minutes? Explain why they can't do it. Tell them you're not allowed to do that. Forcibly remove them from government property. Gently explain why we can't do that. Reduces stress of Bullseye by 20. Okay. But yeah, guys, that is Full Metal Sergeant. I hope you guys enjoyed our first look at this game. Let me know your thoughts below. And we'll pick this up next time if you're interested. Until then, though, this is the Historical Gamer saying, once again, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, I'm out.